What's up? Welcome to Jinked Inked. I'm Courtney, and in today's video, we're going to be sculpting using Super Sculpey. Alright, so the sculpture we're going to be working on today is Little Fox. He's a character that I came up with for a book that I'm working on right now. It's a children's story. I'm really excited about this one. I think the character is super cute. You might have seen me post something if you follow me on Instagram a while back of like a character design I did for him. I'll show you a little picture right now. I've written the book, I've illustrated it, I'm just working on throwing down some colors and doing some last minute things before I can get it out there, but I'm super excited with how it's turning out and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. Let's get sculpting.
Okay, so to start off, I drilled a hole in my base and I'm bending my wire into a shape to create the torso and bend the legs how I want it. Trying to figure out which side I want for the base. I think I like the base this side up. So let's move along. Once I have the position down, I'm going to proceed with bulking it out with aluminum foil. I still haven't invested in a pasta roller, so I just roll my clay out manually with the clay roller. Now, if you have to be precise with having an even thickness, you can line up some popsicle sticks on both sides and it'll maintain an even thickness. But in this case, it doesn't have to be perfect, just close. Now just add the clay all over until I get a shape that I like. Then I add a small strip of an oval shape to make the shape of his belly pronounced. Then I add a strip of clay and blend up the top so you can tell he's wearing a shirt. I add on the arms, and then do the same thing for the sleeves. Then I just continue on putting the rest of the body together. So it's baked and the arm is broken. It's snapped off. So I'm gonna end up just cutting this whole end off and attach a new arm with some unbaked clay and attach the unbaked clay to the baked clay with some bacon bond. Everything else came out good though, except for this tiny crack. So we'll just fill that in, add some bacon bond, and we'll fill it in if need be. Let's make the head now. and we will attach it with Bacon Bond and more clay. He's baked again, and I had a few more issues. It fell over in the oven, and some more things broke off, but we'll just fix it with some super glue, since we will not need to be baking it again, and move on to painting the base.
Okay, so I got this all painted up. It almost looks black on camera, but it's a very dark color blue. I'm gonna go ahead and glue him on. And just an extra little side note, this is an old candle lid, and I thought, why not repurpose it, right? And so sometimes it's great to find things that you already have that you could turn into other things. Instead of throwing the candle lid away, it makes for a perfect little base. And I even like the little extra detail. I just think it looks pretty cool. So yeah. All right, so we're gonna start with the light colors for the paint first. So I got my white and a light pink for the inside of the ears. So we're just gonna go ahead and paint all the light spots first before we move on to the light colors. That's my process. So here we go.
So I just dropped this and the air completely broke off. I super glued it back on, but you can still see that it's been cracked. And you know, since I already used the super glue, I don't want to stick this back in the oven. So I'm gonna attempt to add a small amount of clay and use like a higher setting heat from my blow dryer, which I know is not recommended, but it's my only option. And since it's so small and the sculpture is just for my personal use, I'm not selling it or anything, I think I might be able to get away with it. So let's give it a go. Well, it worked. So let's get back to painting. Oh, he's coming together. Now that he has some paint on it, he's looking so cute. I'll do a few more coats of this brownish orange before moving on his feet and shirt.
Let's see if I can do this. I'm just gonna try not to make them look cross-eyed. Okay, here we go. Can I do it? I think it looks alright. Water down, like really watery. I don't know if you can see that consistency of a darker color, and then we're gonna brush it over certain areas and then take a paper towel and wipe it away, and it kind of gives some shadow in the creases. And so I'm just gonna keep doing that, and then dry brush some highlights in once that's dry. And then I'll make it look a little bit more three-dimensional and not so blase. Okay, now we're gonna dab just like a tiny bit of this paint. And then we're even gonna brush it off. Hope that my sculpture doesn't break for like the 5th time, because I'm being super not careful. Just kind of brush it on. Oops, try not to hit things you don't want to hit. And it'll give it a highlight. I don't know if you can see. Just it'll highlight the parts that you want. I'm just going to keep doing that all around the spots I want to have highlights.
Now I'm gonna apply a little resin to the eyes to give it a little extra something something.
Lastly, cover it with this Duraclear Ultra.
I hope you guys like how he turned out and enjoyed watching my process in this video. And I cannot wait to share with you guys my new children's book coming out soon. It is called The Germ.
Here's a little sneak peek of the cover. Little Fox just loves to hear his grandfather's wonderful tales, and this one's no different. Come along with Little Fox as he learns about the epic tale of the Germ Empire. Little ones will learn what germs are and the importance of good hygiene in a fun and exciting adventure. So basically that's the gist of it.
I love him. I think he's cute. The head was a little bit bigger than I originally intended on, but I think it adds a little bit of character. I think it looks pretty cool. So stay tuned for that. And until next time, be kind, stay positive, and keep creating.